Hello there, this is Cheryl Lentz, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, winging it on Wednesday. I decided that I would play with the Whimsy and Wonder Monkey Cut Kit because I happen to have one here, and so I thought, well, if somebody wants one right away, boom, I can get it into the mailbox tomorrow. So, anyhow, other than that, I did finish up one of the circle cards that was left over. Hello, Barbara. One of the circle cards, the circles that were left from the cards, the Halloween cards that I did yesterday. So I'm looking forward to Friday to showing it to you. I won't show you before that because I might have some other things to show. Hey, Patty. Hi, ladies. Thank you for joining me. So I am going to turn the camera around. We'll get started. Thank you. I know I'm coming on a little bit late. I had a breakfast thing and I had a lunch thing. So I can't eat anymore the rest of the day until tomorrow. And but it's thank you for joining me an hour later than normal. I appreciate it. So here we go. Hey, Barbara. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to turn the camera around. So this is going to go for a little ride. And you know that once I turn the camera, unless I stand up, I cannot see what you're saying. I cannot see what you're saying and doing. So I can't see what you're doing anyhow. But my phone keeps, my little thing keeps moving here. Try to get it on here. Good. And then make it a little bit bigger. There we go. It's like, it has that gentle little wave, you know, like, ooh, it's just going a little bit. Okay, stay here. Is it staying? No. I'm going to try to overcorrect it and see if I can get it to stay in place. Maybe I'm cranking on the wrong thing here. All right, I guess we're going to have to go with it. There. All right, I can move this over. Ta-da! There we go. All right. Yep, you can see. This is Havana, Smoking in Havana. I pulled out one color that they had that was like super old. They were like, where did you get that? I don't know. Smoking in Havana. All right. So we're going to play with the Whimsy and Wonder Monkey Cut Kit. This is what the kit includes. Now my kit has been depleted because I've been using it with you. But you get a half a pack of the DSP, the Whimsy and Wonder DSP, cut and ready to go. 2 yards of the Blushing Bride ribbon, a half a pack of those wonderful snowflakes, a half a pack of the opal rounds, 10 envelopes, 3 each of 6 colors of cardstock cut and scored, ready to go. Some are cut into card bases, and some are cut into layers because I'm a layerer. I always layer everything. And 6 sheets of white cardstock cut and ready to go. They are cut for the center and cut to stamp on, and all the little pieces are in there, so you can use that. It goes along with this, the Whimsical Trees, which you can buy in a bundle. It's in the holiday catalog. I don't know what page. I'm so sorry. So anyhow, I thought maybe I would use some of the fun things in here today too. So a lot of times I just do the DSP, but you know, maybe we need to play with some of the set that it's meant to go with. So here's our little kit. Open it up. I'm just going to pull out all the pieces. So here's my opal rounds. Here's what's left of my DSP. And then here are the layers. My white pieces cut and ready to stamp on, the ribbon. I'm just going to pull it all out. And these wonderful, wonderful snowflakes that I just love. They're so delicate. And then the nice thing about these is that in between here, you can use some of the die cuts and cut things out of here, which is really nice because it's kind of an opalescent material. So here we go. I generally start with my DSP, but because I'm getting lower on my bases, I'm going to pick out my layer first. So I'm going to do it kind of backwards from what I normally do. I never know on Wednesdays what I'm going to do, so you ladies know I just always hope it turns out okay. You know, you just never know what's going to happen here. So I guess we're going to go with this. We're going to go with the Blushing Bride here. The Blushing Bride. Here we go. So I'm going to start with Blushing Bride. I'm going to take 2 out because I always end up, you know, I layer on the front, layer on the inside. So we'll set that aside. I'm going to play with this one. Let's see what kind of paper I can find that goes with it and see what we want to do here. I'm just going to pull all this good stuff out. I love these trees. So pretty. Here we go. I'm going to pull that out. Put that aside. Okay, so I have played with this quite a bit. And so we've made a number of really super cute cards with this. Now I'm thinking, I was almost thinking of kind of going like this and then cutting a tree out and putting it on here and having this is Sparkle Sparkle, having that go on there. But I'm wondering, let's keep going. Let me keep looking here. This one would go well on the Blushing Bride also. But I wanted to do more than, I love this stripe. You guys know that. I've said that numerous times. We made a card with this beautiful, beautiful piece too. That goes with the brighter pink. Let's see here. Oh, maybe we want to do this and have a piece of that stripe on there. How about this? How about if we put this on here? So I'm doing it'll be kind of a pastel. I love this because it's not the traditional, you know, red and green, and it's like a Victorian thing, and I've talked about that before. I have one customer that every year I would plan a Victorian, oh, here's a little skinny piece. I would plan a Victorian card for her. There we go. This one I must have cut at one time. Got a little bit of extra layaway there. But this is how I keep all my little pieces. Don't give anything away. Don't throw it out. We can use it somehow. So if this goes here, that just gives me a little more sparkle. I almost hate to do that. Here's a thicker one. Thicker. I hate to cover up this lovely tree here. Lovely as a tree. Remember that set? They were talking about if you have all of your stamp sets, or if you have all your original, you know, the sets that you've had forever and ever. And online with Shelley, who is one of the co-founders of Stampin' Up. Shelley and her sisters founded the company many years ago, and she said, and I felt a little bit good about this, because she said no, because she said, no, I wish I would have had the forethought to hold and keep some of the stamp sets, but I only use current product. And that is totally me. I don't worry about what was. I worry about like what I'm doing now. I like this, but I think I'm gonna just see. No, it's blue. I don't think I want to go with blue. I'm looking to see what I have left here, and I think I'm gonna, that's pretty. But here's another option. I like that. Well, if the words are in pink, I guess that would work. I like this little skinny piece on here. I like the pink, and then we can have the base be the green. So the pink is just an accent. And then if we do our words in pink, in the Blushing Bride, that would work. Here we go. Here's one. So watch what happens when you put it underneath. It just makes it change up the colors so much. There. That's kind of pretty, don't you think? I think that works. Now, nope, we're not going to do that, I don't think. So one time we did a bunch of them where I cut them at an angle, but we're going to use that here and there, but not right now. Okay, so if we do some words across here, I think I would want to use, you'd have to have something behind it to set it off from the white and white. So I could use this piece so that it matches my little strip here. And I don't want to cover up this tree. Let's look at all the different colors. So these on the dies, really fun. Oops, come back here. I'm pulling the paper out too. There we go. I have my dies on a magnetic sheet that I find that it keeps it a little bit easier when I'm hunting them down, because some of these have little tiny dies, and that would be fun. So now if we did, this is too long. This die, this cuts like just like this, the garland. But you know, you would only use a part of it. What if we took the pink underneath here and had pink garland on here? That would bring that in. It would be kind of cool. Could do that. You can cut it off at any point to make it, you know, fit into your tree. I'm going to try that. Here, I'm going to try that. I have not used many of the dies, to tell you the truth. I've just played with the paper for the most part, but I think that would look kind of pretty. That would bring that on, and then we can have the words, and I can kind of fussy cut those on here because I want this background so that it's, you know, on there. So the words are, let your heart be light. And this is very light. Let's see. I don't have it in here because, where is it? Oh, I must be using it in another set. Yeah, I need the let your heart be light. It was just a long little words. I must be using it on another Christmas card. Oh, found. Yay. Oh, sorry, Malaya. I stepped on her foot. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, thank you. Here we go. Let your heart be light. That would be pretty. I'm thinking, could we stamp right on here? Well, let's get this cut out and play with it, and then we'll see what's going on. I'll cut it out of this other layer, although I'm going to put it behind here. I'm going to leave that set. I often will cut, if I'm doing anything with die cuts, I'll cut it out of this front layer on my card, the card itself, because you're going to cover it up anyhow. Nobody will know those pieces are missing. So let's do this. Let me bring my cut and emboss machine over. I'm going to put this down here. Here we go. I'm just going to make sure that I don't go. I have like a 1/4 inch here around, so I'm just going to avoid that area and cut this out, and let's see how it looks on there. I have not used this yet, so bear with me here. Okay. I have the best job because all I do is sit here and play. It's unbelievable. Okay, here's my little, it reminds me of a slinky. There we go. Look at that. It's kind of cool. This would be another nice thing if you were going to do this. You could use the adhesive sheets, and then it creates a sticker, and you could just use that. Oh, and that's kind of cool too. Wow, that's a neat design. Put something behind there. It would look like tiger stripes. There's another thing to think about. Tiger stripes. All right, so if I take this piece here, that's going to go on top of here. Cover that up. And I'm going to put it on here. So I'm going to bring it down. So you'll still see the silver in there. But I want it all the way up like that. I think I want to, yeah, I guess that's okay. So I can go up farther, and then it covers more of the width of the tree, and then cut it off up here. Come down lower. I think I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to cut this one end off. I'm going to customize it. There. All right, so this is going to go at the top of the tree, and it will go all the way to this point here. So I'll have some extra I can use on another project if I want. Set that aside. There. Okay. So this goes here. So on Wednesdays, I feel like if you're new to this, to my crazy world, on Wednesdays I play. I open up a monkey cut kit and I design online. So all my crazy nonsense chatter is what I do when I'm sitting here designing, and the girls aren't sure if they're supposed to answer or not, but I talk to myself the whole time I'm doing it most of the time. Here we go. So this is just going to give us a little more 3D look. I like that idea. And then if we have our words across here, I think I still need to put them on the white and then fussy cut it, or cut my layer just a tad narrower. I'm going to cut this in half. This is 1 inch. So I'm going to cut it to 3/4. I'm just going to chop it in half. Let me just do that right here, 1/2 inch. And then I can keep this for the next time I need a 1/2 inch. See that? Now there's 2. All right. So if I stamp the words on here, I can do that. Here's the words, and we're going to use the Blushing Bride ink. So I'm bringing that in here again. Blushing Bride, where are you? Here we are, Blushing Bride. Now, just see if I can get this straight. Would be really, really nice. I'm going to first stamp it on my grid paper, and it looks pretty straight. Okay. I line up the edge of the block with one of the lines on the grid paper just to see if I'm straight. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Turn it over. Okay. Get it? Go up a little bit. I need to go up a little bit. That's good. Okay. Whew, that was scary. I did not do that well. Okay, and we're going to cut this off here. I'm just going to cut it off and create a little whale tail here. Okay, so I cut down the center and then edge to edge. So from the corner to the point here. There. And I'm going to put that over like that. But I'm going to leave this one long the whole way. So let me cut this. I just keep going back and forth here for my cutter. So I'm just going to cut this to match that one. I love our cutter. I use it all the time. I have this nice little piece I can use inside the card. Let's start gluing this together and seeing what's going to happen here. All right. First, I'm going to glue this on. Oh, Malaya, you want out? Come on. Go out. Thank you. That's the dog. She has a bed under my desk. Cat must be sleeping today, so she's...
No, she's right behind you.
Oh, is she behind me? Oh, oh, she's awake. There we go. Let's do that. And then we're going to glue this little skinny piece on. That's funny. So this is the nice soft green is the backing to the trees. It's another one of those cases of, I don't know which side I should use because they're all so pretty. I'm going to put that here. There. Okay. And then this is going to go on here. First, I'm going to glue this on. So when I have something that's like a little bit thinner, what I'm going to do is I use the green glue, and I'm just going to put a little bit here and there. Like, you don't have to have glue everywhere. You're just like tacking it down, right? If you were doing sewing, you know how you just tack something into place. That's what I'm doing here. Just a little tiny bit. Oh boy. Cat decided to visit Julie on the desk, on the table here. Is she moving? She likes to, it's like the kids when you get, when you have little ones, and the minute you get on the phone, they get into trouble. That's what the cat does. Okay, I'll come and get her.
No, she's fine.
She's a little troublemaker, that cat. There. Oops, come on. There we go. So, there. Ta-da! So you still see the silver back there, too. I wish I had a silver star that was a little bit bigger, but I do not, and they don't have one in the die cuts. Oh. Ay, caramba. That cat. It's something else. I do have little ornaments that we could put on here, but I think I'm going to leave it. Look at how tiny they are. It does 8 of them, which is really nice all at once. Maybe I should put them on. I don't know. We'll wait. Okay, so this one is going to go over here. That way my tree is kind of framed in here. Looks nice. There we go. And then this can come over here. I'm going to bring it all the way. That's the bad one. Here's the good one. Special double-sided paper. I'm going to bring it all the way over. And I'm going to move it over just a little, and I think we'll put it here. I can put it like that, and then we're going to put like 3 of those, of our opal rounds on here, so that this is all centered here. There we go. Oh. Okay. Oh. Cat is being naughty. Let's just say that. Cat is being naughty. All right. So when I glue this on, I use my grid, so I have it straight across here. Oh, let me grab her. She's being sassy. Sorry. Okay. So what I do is I line it up on my grid paper like that. I'll put my glue on. Here we go, a little bit. And then I pick a line on here. So we're going to put right here. I'm going to go down just a little. Oops, come on. I'm going to go down 1. I'm going to go in between the lines here. But I can also then check and make sure I'm in between the lines here. What I'm trying to do is get an even, get it across there straight. Looks good. Okay. I'm going to cut this little bit off. That would bother me. Okay. Let's go ahead and glue it onto here. The base. Make sure that I get my glue around the outside and not in the middle where I don't have any paper, where I cut that die out. Okay. So anyhow, I don't have any, I have very few retired sets that I use. I have a bunch of them that we're going to look into how we're going to distribute them or sell them or package them and do whatever, but I don't have, I'm going to use dimensionals on here. I don't use them in class because if somebody falls in love with something and then I say, well, you could have bought that 10 years ago, but I don't have it now. It's not very helpful. And so I generally use only things that are current in class and on here. Once in a while, I'll pull out something for a special holiday and then call it vintage, knowing that, you know, you can't get it, but But some things are just so beautiful, it's hard to let go. I'm going to move it over to here. I was going to put it all the way over, but I think I'm going to line it up with this piece here and just center it there. There we go. Ta-da. Here's my opal rounds. There we go. And I think because this is raised up, I can go ahead and use, I could use some of the big ones here. And I'll just use one and put one over here. Balance. I'm all about balance. Do I like that? No, I don't like that. I want to have two here. So I'm going to gently use my pickup tool and move it over. And then I'll put another one here. You won't even know. There. We'll put two on that side and one on the other. So we're doing uneven numbers, right? Odd numbers. There. Ta-da. All right. And then it's going to go on this base. She's still causing a commotion here. There, like that. I wish I had a silver star. I don't have a star. I have tiny little stars. But this comes with little tiny stars, but I want one that's a little bit bigger to go on there, but I do not have one, so stop obsessing. Okay, I'm going to put this on, and we'll do the inside. There we go. Okay. All right. Comes to life when you put it on the base. Brings that extra color in. Kind of fancy schmancy. I like that. Okay. All right, here's my inside. So here's the layer. Here's my white piece cut and ready. Oh boy, now the dog's going back. Okay. Wow, it's one of those days. And let's see what we're going to say in the inside. We're going to use this one, I think. Bringing you all the beautiful gifts of Christmas. Or, let's see here. What is this one? The love of the season. I bet this is not in there either. Okay. We're gonna do this one. This is actually from a different set. This one is from, I don't know which set. But I'm going to use it because I have it. Okay, here we go. Layer that up. I'm going to use my Blushing Bride again. There we go. Ta-da, ta-da. I've got this one little piece here. So I'm going to put this up in the corner. I don't want to waste any of it. So I'm just going to put a little tab up in the corner. Usually I'll run something down the center, but since this is left over, it's going to go right up there, and then it'll kind of be matchy-matchy. This one will leave room for you to chat a bit. Here we go. Ooh, that's way too much. Way too much glue here. I'm just going to get rid of some of it. Just like that. Ta-da. Okay. Line this up at the top, leaving a little bit of white there on either side, on this side. And ta-da, ta-da. Yeah, if I would design this, I would design a star. I would design a star to go on the top of my tree. Because even if I cut one of these out, they're kind of small. I need it just a little bigger. We could put an opal up there. Why don't we do that? I need to have something up at the top of the tree. I can't have an angel. We have an angel at the top of my tree. I love that. Here we go. Okay. Ta-da. Let's see what an opal looks like up there. Just the little one. Just a little sparkly opal. Got a little paper on there. Okay. That does it for me. At least something. I have a tree topper. Have to have a tree topper. Okay. I feel better. So there we go. Let Your Heart Be Light. This is the Whimsy and Wonder Monkey Cut Kit. So fun. Ta-da. There we go. Ta-da. All right. I am going to leave it at that today. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to turn the camera around here shortly. I always hope that it gets a shot. One shot right here on the one card that we did today. I wait and see if that if it goes on, but all right. I am going to, hello Cindy. Wonderful to join us. Let me turn this around. Oh, maybe move it, maybe not. There we go. All right, all set. Whimsy and Wonder on Friday. I will come on, show you the some of the extra Halloween cards that I made with the circles and the extra pieces that were cut out from yesterday's cards, and perhaps show you another Whimsy and Wonder card. So that's it for now. Y'all have a great rest of the week. We'll see you on Follow Up Friday at 2 o'clock. Thank you. Bye-bye.